Uh, these are the actual action point, the demonstration, what Tiwari sir was talking about, the actual demos, which we want to see in next 3 months time or 6 months time. And as per the list goes, as for the priorities before the nation, agriculture and food is among the top priorities. So I would be presenting about Samhita. This is a Marathi shlok which almost in every Marathi house before taking food is recited. It says that eating doesn't mean merely filling the stomach, but it's a yajna karma. So whatever we are eating should be a kind of offering to yajna, and the offering to yajna is called as samidha. Here, we would be working on millets with India's initiative 2022-23. The next year is considered as International Millet Year. Prime Minister Modi, in his recent Mann Ki Baat, has elaborated about need of millets from Indian perspective because it is beneficial to small farmers. It's a superfood known since references goes in Sanskrit, and India is the largest producer of millets in a sense that we produce almost 9 types of different millets, and millets are climate resilient. Now the challenges are, there are a couple of state governments who are encouraging and giving incentives to farmers to grow millets. So when it comes from farm to market, what we have realized is the value addition to the farm grown processes, recipes, machineries, a kind of training that is required, encouraging entrepreneurship and startup around this area, and creating a mass awareness. So to begin with, we would be doing it in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, where we have direct connects with self-help groups and FPOs who are growers of millets. So this is the thing that we would be doing related to value addition, training, creating training programs, market linkages, and helping hands to the farmers or the agribusiness who are in the space of millets. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin ji. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sachin ji, for that wonderful plan. And next, let me invite Mr. Karthik Thirunarayanan for the next plan. Sri Karthik is having about 26 years of experience in the IT industry and currently working as Director of Oracle India. He has authored and published 2 books on Prime Minister welfare schemes. May I now kindly request Sri Karthik Thirunarayanan to present the plan. Over to you, Karthik Thirunarayanan.
Namaste, namaste, respected Sridhar Vembuji. Namaste, respected Arun Tiwari, respected Narayan ji, and the honorable guest in this particular forum. Namaste to all. Our proud nation, Bharat, is a wonderful, not a nation. It has rich scientific lorry inventions. Our proud nation has world's largest youth population. But generally, we have a tendency to call our youth useless. But the factual info is we use less, we use them less. That's the point. How do we make our youth use better, empower them better, enable them better? The factual information like what Narayanji shared, you won't believe it. Our nation, there are 15 lakh engineers graduate every year. And unfortunately, only 2.5 lakh people get the relevant jobs. If you look at the other factual details, the number of patents and the IPRs, intellectual property rights, we hold is far, far low and way far we are behind. As per the Times of India, March 2022 report, India granted 13,000 plus patents in 2018, and the patent doubled to 26,000 plus in 2020. But when we compare our next neighbor, China, they had 4.3 lakh patents in 2018, and it was more than 5 lakhs in 2020. Let's understand that in next a decade, our proud nation Bharat has an opportunity to become Asia's superpower. Atmanirbhar Bharat is just not a word, or it is just not a title. Atmanirbhar Bharat is a movement like a Swadeshi movement, where it's the responsibility and duty of every citizen of this proud country to participate and contribute. Private sectors play an immense role in creating this ecosystem like research and development. If you look at the expenditure of our nation towards research and development is one of the lowest in the globe, But do we have the potential? The answer is yes, we have immense potential. Recently, our chief economic advisor, Sri Anant Nageshwaranji, has really said that is private sectors have to invest more in technology and research and development. Today, the largest contributor for R&D is Government of India. We have to enable and ensure that there are large contributions by the private sectors to create ecosystem of research and development across 3 segments: cities, towns, and villages. So the objective of Bharat Tech Foundation is to find out private industries and engage, educate, and enable investment in research and development properly and recognize them, their contribution and participation in the highest manner. So we also have intent to do an annual event to ensure that we recognize such private players who immensely contribute to bring up the ecosystem of R&D. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying, Krinvanto Vishwam Arim, which means let us make the entire world excellent. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Sri Karthik Thirunarayanan, for that wonderful presentation. Indeed, every word that you sent will be taken up by the movement, and thank you for the leadership in that. Let me now invite another young engineer, Siddarth Narayanan. Siddarth Narayanan is an electronics engineer. After working for about 3 years in the industry, in electronics industry in Abu Dhabi, he is now on to his passionate field of social entrepreneurship and technology policy. Metaverse and Web 3.0 are also things that are very close to his heart and interest to him. Siddarth Narayanan is a co-founder of Jnanastra Consulting, an organization focused on disruptive product development and social transformation. He is also an ardent public speaker and has done many leadership development programs in colleges, schools, and social organizations. Presently, he is also the founding director of Bharat Tech Foundation. Over to you, Siddarth Narayanan, to present your plan. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, thank you. So respected Sridhar Vembu sir, Professor Arun Tiwari sir, Director General of the organization Narayan ji, Jayakumar ji, and the core team of Bharat Tech Foundation, and everybody present here, a very namaste, heartfelt namaste to you all. So let me present my project. So as we all know, Bharat Tech's core idea revolves around how to make the life of a common Aam Aadmi in Bharat easier and to transform that person's life, thereby by solving his or her challenges. We have a huge number of social innovators from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, to the west to east of India. We have a huge number of social innovators working on ground, bringing actual social change to people in the country. And it is very important to showcase their projects, showcase their activities. because every year, as multiple speakers already mentioned, we have a huge number of engineers coming out, graduating every year, and many of them move into multiple sectors, focusing on their professional careers. But can we bring them back? Can we bring them back to this ground? Can we bring them back to India's heart and make them or inspire them to act on the challenges of the common man in India? So for that, social innovators and their innovation and the stories that impact people's lives, we must amplify them. Since Bharat Tech's core idea revolves around bringing such social change, it is important to use such social innovators and their stories as cases and to bring that story into to be amplified across the world, so that every single person understands the importance and also is able to create a strategy for himself or herself to solve such problems. So for that, we to amplify their the social innovations and the story of the innovator and the thought process that went behind creating that solution, we are bringing out a social innovation book, a series of articles which showcases the innovation and the innovator and the story that brought that helped the person see the challenge and figure out the solution. So I've detailed a few steps, and very briefly, I'll explain that. So initially, we will bring out a booklet that contains some examples, 2 to 3 examples of how the articles will be, so that this will act as a guiding force for future articles as well. So, and after that, an advisory committee and an expert panel will be created so that they can assist the task force to ensure the successful implementation of this program. And using that, we'll brainstorm a clear set of guidelines for selection of articles. So we definitely have to bring everybody into the picture, and every Indian should be involved. Indian engineers should be involved in the creation of this book. So therefore, a national program, a contest will be announced, wherein we collect social innovations and their ideas, and the panel judges the ideas and the innovations, and announces a prize money award for the top 3 innovations. And the best 10 innovations will be featured in the book, and we'll be working with the innovators in collecting articles. And a program will be conducted. It could be either virtual or offline, where we award the winners of the program as well. And therefore, the articles will be collected from them, and it will be published with the book. It will either be self-published or a reputed publisher will be publishing the book. So this is the brief concept. And some of the key benefits of doing this project is that, so whenever we talk about Bharat Tech Foundation, we tend to explain a lot, right? This book will act as a clear, this book will act as a clear point where people can just read the book, understand exactly what BTF would like to work with, exactly what kind of projects that we'll be taking up, exactly how we'll be bringing up a social transformation in the country. And secondly, it will definitely amplify the stories of such change makers, which is, as explained earlier, is highly important right now. And this particular book is not a one-off project, but it will be a starting point for further publishing, which will help, which will actually amplify such stories and also amplify ideas amongst people. So yes, Professor Arun Tiwari ji actually mentioned that we need to, mention what Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir used to say, that he doesn't want PPTs, but an active demo. Thanks to Sheetal Shinkede ji, and thanks to Bolaram ji of our national core team, we have already created a task force, and the initial work has been started for the booklet. We've collected articles which will help create a set of guidelines. We are open to ideas and suggestions from people. and more inclusions in the task force is also, we would be happy to do that. Yes, and would really love for your suggestions and thoughts on this idea, and definitely contributions from your side would be really helpful. We need to make this a broader mass movement, and so that we bring everybody's story into light. And with that, I would like to conclude. And thank you so much. I'm Siddarth. Thank you so much to everybody for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to A. Jayakumar ji, who has been my mentor and who has given me the initial idea and support for this concept. And thank you to our Director General for organizing. And thank you, Sri Kumar ji, also for organizing the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please, you can close your, yeah. Thank you very much for the presentation, Siddarth Narayanan. Okay, we will go ahead with the final plan to be presented this day. Actually, this plan is made by Dr. Manish Kurekar, who is an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science, VNIT Nagpur. However, in his absence, may I request again Dr. Sachin to please present before this August gathering the plan. Over to you, Sri Sachin.
Yeah, thank you. So the original idea is Manish Kurekar's idea, and the idea is about revisiting the Guru Shishya tradition. As far as BTF is concerned, though we are still at a nascent stage and slowly growing, but we are uniquely positioned. The members and even now the attender people who are attending, they are highly accomplished. They are achievers in their own field, but with a very compassionate heart, where they really want to contribute to society, to youth. So we have wide variety of experienced members who have seen system integration, how system works, every scale, and understand the complexity and economics of solution. This is on one side. On another side, even 100 odd attendee that we have, there are a large number of students. My undergrad PG students are also there. There are many young professionals who need some kind of hand holding. So BTF is trying to create a platform. These are the ideas, the how to shape it and make it happen, the suggestions and how to make it workable. Everything is solution. Some kind of ideas are invited from all the members, and where we would be creating a kind of portal where the givers and seekers are brought together, and the large community of givers who are a member of this BTF platform will get a satisfaction in interacting with young minds. So BTF will be able to publish some success stories based on this interaction, and also it will be a showcase of how large-scale distributed mentoring can be positive for the society at large. So this is what the thought process behind this idea of connecting the gurus and shishya. Thank you. And for making it a workable model, ideas are invited.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sachin, for that wonderful presentation.